The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. I made so many mistakes in running the company so far. Basically any mistake you can think of I probably made. I think, if anything, the Facebook story is a great example of how if you're building a product that people love you can make a lot of mistakes. Move fast and break things. Unless you are breaking stuff, you are not moving fast enough. Ideas don't come out fully formed, they only become clearer as you work on them. You just have to get started. We don't build services to make money, we make money to build services. If you just work on stuff that you like, and you're passionate about, you don't have to have a master plan with how things will play out. We don't crash ever. Don't discount yourself, no matter what you're doing. Everyone has a unique perspective that they can bring to the world. I really want to clear my life to make it so that I have to make as few decisions as possible about anything except how to best serve this community. People don't care about what you say, they care about what you build. Having two identities for yourself is an example of a lack of integrity. Finding your purpose isn't enough. The challenge for our generation is creating a world where everyone has a sense of purpose. They just can't wrap their head around the idea that someone might build something because they like building things. A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa. The greatest successes come from having the freedom to fail. This is our commitment to users and the people who use our service, is that Facebook's a free service. It's free now. It will always be free. We make money through having advertisements and things like that. When you give everyone a voice and give people power, the system usually ends up in a really good place. So, what we view our role as, is giving people that power. Our goal is not to build a platform, it's to be across all of them. We just think that there are all these different ways that people want to share, and that compressing them all into a single blue app is not the right format of the future. Facebook is in a very different place than Apple, Google, Amazon, Samsung, and Microsoft. We are trying to build a community. The thing that we are trying to do at Facebook is just help people connect and communicate more efficiently. I just think that VR and AR are going to be a really big deal. One of my big regrets is that Facebook hasn't had a major chance to shape the mobile operating system ecosystem. I wear the same outfit or, at least, a different copy of it almost every day. As abhorrent as some of this content can be, I do think that it gets down to this principle of giving people a voice. Our mission is to connect every person in the world. You don't do that by having a service people pay for. I started the site when I was 19. I didn't know much about business back then. I care about helping to address these problems of social cohesion, and understanding what economic problems people think exist. A lot of people are focused on taking over the world, or doing the biggest thing, and getting the most users. I think part of making a difference, and doing something cool is focusing intensely. When we are thinking about stuff like embeds, we are not thinking about how we are competing with YouTube. We are thinking about how are we going to make it more useful for people to share stuff on Facebook. A frustration I have is that a lot of people increasingly seem to equate an advertising business model with somehow being out of alignment with your customers. I think it's the most ridiculous concept. Founding a company is hard. Most of it isn't smooth. You'll have to make very hard decisions. You have to fire a few people. Therefore, if you don't believe in your mission, giving up is easy. The majority of founders give up. But the best founders don't give up. Connectivity is a human right. I do everything on my phone, as a lot of people do. If you grew up, and you never had a computer, and you've never used the internet, and someone asked you if you wanted to buy a data plan, your response would be, "What's a data plan? And why would I want to use this?"